chaos. And sometimes the preservation of democracy requires swift and decisive action. Nigeria, responding to a request from the government of Republic of Benin, confirmed that its Air Force jets and ground troops were deployed to help dislodge coup plotters who attempted to seize power. According to official statements, the jets entered Benin airspace and ground forces were mobilized to retake control of key institutions, including the national television station and a military camp seized by mutineers. By nightfall on Sunday, loyal forces aided by Nigeria restored constitutional order. The government of Nigeria and the regional bloc ECOWAS hailed the intervention as a defense of democratic norms and regional stability. I mean, Mikhail, early on Sunday morning when we heard this story, but first of all, the attempted coup in Benin Republic. How did you receive the news? Were you surprised?
Yes, I was surprised, not just at the effrontery of those guys, but the apparent amateurish effort that they put on display. Because this is not how to plan a coup. You do not successfully prosecute a coup by simply going to take over the TV station in the country. No, you need much more than that. You must secure all the key areas. You must be able to say that the president, you have him encircled, you have the presidential villa surrounded, and that troops that are on your side are in complete control of the capital of the country. So they were unable to achieve any of this, yet they thought that they could take over. And I'm happy, I'm proud of my country.
Absolutely.
The role that we played. Yes, because some of us have seen military rule. There are individuals who are calling for military rule in our country. God will not answer their prayers because it's a stupid thing to call for. Those of us who witnessed military rule, we even lost friends. We know what it is to be ruled by the military. A lot of these people were in their diapers or they were not even born when Sani Abacha and his strike force, his BGs were terrorizing our country. And we lost good people. Bagada Kalto, people don't even know why they named the press center in Alausa after him. Bagada Kalto was taken away and we never saw him. The last thing he said to me was, Jide, if I come to Kaduna, they will pick me and they will kill me. And that was it. We were very close. We would sit together, we would write stories together. He didn't like writing in longhand. So he would dictate, and he had tremendous sources. If Baghdad Kato tells you something, you can go to bed with it. He had sources in the military and everywhere. So he was targeted. They just took him away, and that was the last. Only for them to go and frame him that he was the one that died at one of the hotels in Kaduna. Come on. The pictures were shown. It was in complete contradistinction to what Baghdad Kato looked like. He didn't have thick lips.
Oh dear.
What the good-for-nothing people presented was a man who had thick lips. That was not our Baghdad. But that's a story for another day. We don't need the military to come and rule in our country. Some people went to defense headquarters the other day to go and call for military rule. They never witnessed military rule in their life. They've never seen, they don't know what it looks like. They don't know how people were harassed and pushed to their deaths. They don't know. They don't know. I said something during the Democracy Day special edition at TVC here. How Abacha caused his goons to murder people here in Lagos. Because they told him, oh, they were protesting, let's use the other route. He said, no, if I'm the commander-in-chief, that is the road that I want to pass. And for him to successfully pass through that road to the airport, they had to kill people. Because I saw people who were sitting with people who were saying that, oh, there is no freedom of speech in Nigeria. Oh, no freedom of speech. And somebody called the president a criminal and he's still alive. If you call, even if it was on a phone that you called Abacha a criminal, Al-Mustafa would trace that call, they will get to you, and you'll be gone.
Where we had the likes of Menka and all of that.
Menka was the who popularized the idea of wasting human beings. So you can imagine, in Menka's underground detention cell, they will use handcuffs to join man and woman together. Everywhere they are going, they go together, they will bath together, they will do it. Wicked people. And some people are calling for military. It will not in my lifetime. When I'm gone and my children are gone, if some people want to bring them, maybe they can bring them. But they will even fail. They won't even succeed. Amen. So we don't need military rule. And what the president did was to respond to a demand that the president of Benin Republic issued. And we mobilized troops, surface troops, as well as the Air Force. And they did their job. It's not the first time. When in Gambia, the president, Yahya Jammeh, was reluctant to leave, even after he had lost an election and lost legitimacy. So what did President Buhari do? President Buhari called the chief of air staff and said, look, send the Air Force to Gambia. What did the then chief of the Air Force, Air Marshal S.B. Abubakar do? He got our very loud fighter jets, the Alpha jets, to fly low on the presidential villa with the deafening noise. He quickly picked his phone and said, Mr. President, I'm ready for talks. I'm ready, sir. I'm ready for talks. That's Nigeria playing to his strength. That is the Nigeria that I'm proud of.
Absolutely.
You mess around,
the region
we'll deal with you. We are a superpower in this sub-region. Nobody can take it away from Nigeria. We just demonstrated that in Benin Republic.
I mean, Nigeria, Patrick, Nigeria is showing up as the big brother in the West African sub-region. Talk to me, how significant is this for regional stability?
Yeah, very, very significant because there's no West Africa without Nigeria.
Sure.
In all spheres, in terms of military, in terms of policing, in terms of industry, really, Nigeria plays the big brother role. We have been playing it not today. Even in Southern Africa during the apartheid time, we have played big brother in different forms, both in diplomacy and in military might. In Congo, earlier, in Brazzaville, and all those. We played all through. Nigeria has always, and just the Gambia that he mentioned, we were there, and even the earlier stage of the Mali crisis, when Bamako was almost being taken away, it was the Nigerian troop that went there and chased away the Tuaregs, even up to Timbuktu and even beyond and all that, before the French forces came and the United Nations had to come. So Nigeria has always been the big brother. We can't forget Liberia. We can't forget Sierra Leone. So in the regional,
even Lebanon,
even beyond Africa, we have also played those roles very effectively. And you see, one thing that speaks for Nigeria is that it has the military that are ready to fight and defend the nation at all times. Because a troubled region is trouble for Nigeria.
Yes, that's true.
So Nigeria action in Benin Republic, some people thought we are doing Benin a favor. We're not just helping the government of Benin, we are helping Nigeria because the destination of even the dissident that were escaping from that Benin, they were heading out of Cotonou. They were trying with their armored vehicles. Nigeria will have been destination.
I mean, Nigeria is showing up as the big boss. Do you think it will serve as a deterrent, to those who may be nursing the copycat coup that is actually going on in the sub-region?
Yeah, it will be because, a long time, a lot of us have been talking about the standby forces, the West African standby force, even the African standby force. Operationalization of these forces will help to stabilize. But Nigeria have just demonstrated that when given that opportunity, we can respond quickly.
Quickly.
Somebody asked me this morning, why Where was Nigeria during the Niger issue? I said there are two different issues, just like he said. You
I
know,
heard
I'm
that
not
comment
surprised
too.
that there is coup, because earlier I was saying that you know, there is this spring of coup in the Sahel, and there was allegation even in Nigeria and all that. It's something that is real, and it has to be. You have to tell them no, you cannot succeed.
Okay.
Just like there was Arab Spring that
Spring.
almost consumed the whole of the.
All right,
Northern
we
Africa.
have a caller right now. Ade is calling us from London. Ade, let's talk.
I give all of you praise. I give the other, my brother there. The reason I call is I want to thank Babangida for what he said. This topic was discussed today in one TV in Abuja, which I contributed to. And I said exactly what Babangida said. But what shocked me is that people that are supposed to know better, they are saying because of the removal subsidy, they are still talking about subsidy at this level, that they prefer military. I was shocked. When instead of them to hold their state governor to order, who get more money from the federal, they are still complaining about fuel subsidy at this level, that they prefer military. So I'm happy Babangida has explained more on this issue now. Thank you.
All right, I mean, BK, what should ECOWAS be doing to protect democracy in the region? You know, more than just boots on ground. Just in 2 minutes.
No, but it's important. Boots, those boots on ground are very important. You see, if they take power forcefully, they should expect that they will get some resistance. Resistance can lead to civil war. When it leads to civil war, then we have a humanitarian crisis. We have our own humanitarian crisis that we've not fully dealt with.
Yes.
We cannot allow that to happen to our next door neighbor, because they will all pour into this country. That's a country that is extremely reliant on Nigeria in terms of the economic sphere. We can't allow crisis to fester over there, because this is where they will head. They are so close to us.
Exactly.
We even share ancestral origin with them, ancestral heritage with them, especially from this part of the country. So it was strategic and necessary to do what the president did, and it's in line with the ECOWAS protocol to do that. Article 8 of the UN Charter also supports what we have done, especially where a sovereign country calls for help.
Yes.
In the way the Benin president has done. So the president has not done anything wrong. People can say what they like, say, oh, we've not defeated bandits in our country. A civil war is a different thing. War can be unpredictable. If you ask Russia, by now it's expected that it will have finished Ukraine. But they've been there now for 3 years. And no one knows where it will end. Do you know how many people they've lost? So we don't want that kind of combustion behind us.
Yeah.
So they took, it was a night operation. And I praised the Nigerian troops who had to sacrifice.
Mobilize.
They mobilized them at the last minute. 81 Division here in Lagos, some elements from the 1 Div in Kaduna, they had to travel in the night, but they got the job done. Nigerian troops now have the mandate to protect the president of the Benin Republic. It's part of the demands, and I'm happy that we made that
We
happen.
have Francis calling in from Abuja. Francis, real quick, let's talk.
Yeah, I just want to say both journalists in the studio there, especially Babangida, explaining exactly what happened. It is a great thing to see that this coup did not continue. If not, it will have affected a lot of people, because Benin has a land border from the southwestern part up to the northwestern part. Just imagine the amount of people that will have coming into Nigeria and that humanitarian problem. And we have a crisis on our hand already. So this is just exactly what Nigeria wanted to do in Niger. If it was not intervention for people from the north saying that they are our relatives and this and that, that would have stopped it. Even this issue that Boko Haram passing through Sokoto, it would have stopped.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, gentlemen, let's move straight to